While everyone else is using AI just to write better emails, the top 1% performers are using NotebookLM to build and advance their career. Today I am revealing 7 unfair use cases that turn your NotebookLM into career-defining playbook, positioning you as the most prepared and the smartest person in any room. So number 1 use case is the job interview simulator, where you can turn a daunting job description and your resume into a private training ground. So let us begin. So first of all, we need to go to notebooklm.google.com and then click on create new notebook. And now we need to add 2 sources. One is the job description and second one is my resume. So I'll click on add sources, upload files, and then I'll select both documents. So you can see one is AI engineer job description and second one is my resume. So both the documents have been imported. Now I'm going to ask NotebookLM about the job fitment between job description and the resume. I will also ask it for the gaps that are there and how can I overcome them. So I'll ask it, act as a highly critical hiring manager, compare my uploaded resume against the job description and give me a fitment score. Identify my top 3 biggest weaknesses or experience gaps for this specific role. Do not sugarcoat it. For each weakness, suggest a strategy I can use to pivot the conversation or highlight a transferable skill from my past project plans. Now it is looking into both the documents and going to come up with the response. Okay, so fitment score is 85 out of 100. And then it says you can easily clear the technical bar for the required qualifications. And then let us also see the 3 biggest weaknesses. So one is zero evidence of cross-functional collaboration or stakeholder management. So it talks about the gap and then some pivot strategy. How can I overcome that gap? And then missing cost latency and safety optimization for LLMs and lack of CI/CD, A/B testing and model governance. So you see how beautifully it has found out the gaps, also provided me some strategy to cover those gaps. And now I'm going to ask NotebookLM to act as a panel of 2 AI interviewers. For that I need to go to audio overview and then provide it a prompt. Act as a 2-person executive hiring panel. You are interviewing the candidate, which is me, for this role. Discuss my resume but be highly skeptical. Debrief out loud about whether my past AI projects and project management skills are actually suitable for this job. Raise at least 2 major concerns about my background so that I can practice defending my record. So let's generate. And this might take a little bit time. Okay, so the audio is ready now. Let us play this.
So, welcome to the Deep Dive. Today our sources are, well, a highly coveted enterprise artificial intelligence engineer job description and your actual resume, Akil Jain.
That's right. Our mission today is a bit different. We're forming an executive hiring committee right here, right now, to find out if you, Akil, are part of that 20% that actually ships to production.
Exactly. So I want you to picture this.
Did you see how amazing it is? So now there are 2 ways you can leverage it. One, whenever there is any concern raised by the interviewers, you can just pause and then answer it loud as if you are in a live interview. And once you are done, you can hit the play button again. And other really interesting option is this interactive mode. Just click on it. And then here you can actually join this discussion live, where these 2 interviewers are actually discussing and you can join the discussion with them. Let me show you how. First, let's click the play audio button.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today our sources are, well, a highly coveted enterprise artificial intelligence engineer job description and your actual resume, Akil Jain.
That's right. Our mission today is a bit different. We're forming an executive hiring committee right here, right now, to find out if you, Akil, are part of that 20% that actually ships to production.
Now I'm going to click on join button to basically join this discussion.
Glass-walled conference rooms in New York. Oh, hey there, how can we help?
Hey, hi. I just wanted to appreciate both of you to take time to look into my resume.
We absolutely appreciate it, Akil. Thank you for joining us.
Truly, it's our pleasure to dive in. Your background is genuinely impressive. We're thrilled to have you here to make this scenario real.
Because honestly, this is exactly what we do.
We love looking at how things translate from page.
So you see how wonderful it is. You can actually join this mock interview, which is as close as a real interview. Because as they say, the more you sweat in the training, the less you bleed in the battleground. Now for this particular use case, I want to show you one more thing. Let's go back to Studio. And then you can also create quizzes or flashcards to prepare yourself better. So I'll go to flashcard and then I'll provide a prompt over here. Create a set of difficult interview flashcards. The front of the card should feature a high pressure question from a skeptical executive regarding my ability to execute the strategies in the job description. The back of the card must contain a concise, data-backed response relying only on the metrics and projects listed in my uploaded resume. So the questions will be from job descriptions and the answers or the responses should be from my resume. So let's click on generate. So the flashcards are ready. Let's click on it. Executive is asking, we need a veteran who can hit the ground running. How does your experience justify your ability to lead our AI initiatives? And let's look at the answer. I bring over 4 years of specialized experience building and shipping scalable machine learning and generative AI solutions for industry leaders like NovaMind Technologies and Dataforge Analytics. The next question is, the LLMs are notorious for hallucinations. Why should I trust your ability to build a reliable RAG pipeline for our sensitive enterprise data? Let's look at the answer again. At NovaMind, I designed a retrieval augmented generation pipeline specifically using grounded citations and vector search to reduce hallucination and ensure answer relevance. So you can keep on going and test your knowledge. So one thing I want to clarify that the resume that I have attached here is not a real resume. I have used ChatGPT to build that sample resume for me. So now that was all about the first use case. Now let us move on to the second use case, which is the promotion architect for self-evaluation and performance reviews. Now first of all, my advice is that you should stop scrambling for the achievements at the end of the year during your performance reviews. Instead, what you should do, you should make a folder called wins, and then you can keep on dumping your appreciation emails, Slack kudos, or any kind of project logs into that folder so that whenever you need it, you can actually refer to it. Now we are going to refer to those documents for our second use case. So first of all, we are going to upload those sources. Let's click on add sources, upload files. And then here I have some email appreciations, Zoom kudos, and then some project logs. So let me select all of them. And they are going to be uploaded. Now I can remove these two documents from the last use case. Now you can ask it to generate a self-evaluation using all these documents over here in the middle chat. Or if you want to become more professional, you can actually create a slide deck as well. So let me click here and then provide the prompt. So this is a little long. Act as an expert executive coach and staff level engineering manager, helping me write my annual self-evaluation. I have uploaded my project logs, formal appreciation emails, and peer Slack kudos for this review cycle, and so on. And then I have also given it some section to basically write the self-evaluation in a particular format. So I can click on generate. So now the deck is ready. Let's open it. Let's actually maximize it. Again, all these appreciations and everything is made up. I asked ChatGPT to create them to basically demonstrate this particular use case. Engineering rigor, force multiplication, tangible ROI. See how amazing it is. It has covered almost everything that we want to include in our self-evaluation for performance management. Now let us close this. Now I want to show you one more thing. Sometimes when you go to our leadership to push our promotion, we are actually not ready. So NotebookLM can also prepare us for the tough conversation. So what you have to do, you have to again go to audio overview and then use this prompt. Generate a critic audio overview where 2 AI hosts audit your performance, pointing out gaps where you need more evidence of leadership before your review. So let's generate it. So the audio is ready and then you can utilize it again in 2 ways. Let us first play it in the regular mode.
And you replicated that exact same level of execution on the internal tools side too.
Oh, you mean Project Log 3?
Yeah, the Asana project automation. The objective there was to eliminate a grueling 2-hour weekly cross-departmental status sync.
Those meetings are the worst. So to solve that, you built an integration pipeline.
So whenever there are any concerns raised by the leadership, you can actually pause it and then come up with your response as if it is a live discussion. And then second way is that you can join it in interactive mode as if it is a mock discussion. So this way you can actually prepare yourself for the real discussion with your leadership and then can anticipate what kind of questions or concerns can be raised by them when it comes to your performance evaluation or promotion case. So that was all about the promotion architect use case. Now the third use case is instant subject matter expert for new job onboarding. So when you are dropped into a new industry or a project with 50 plus messy documents, use NotebookLM to bypass that newbie phase. And let's say you have access to SOPs, technical specifications, and meeting notes. So you will again go to add sources and upload all those files. So you have got a SOP, a strategy brief document, technical specification, and a transcript of a meeting. So first I'm going to ask it about the political landmines, where are the frictions, and what is expected out of me. Analyze the Q3 AI roadmap sync transcript alongside the strategy brief. Map out the core priorities of Sarah, who is product lead, Alex, marketing lead, and Marcus, who is engineering lead. Where do their goals fundamentally conflict? What is the unspoken pressure on my role as the new lead AI engineer, and who is most likely to be upset if the August launch is delayed? Now it perfectly gives me the core priority of each stakeholder, Sarah, Alex, and Marcus. Also talks about the fundamental conflicts in achieving the goals and also the expectation from me, and who is most likely to be upset if August launch is delayed, which is going to be Alex in this case. Now let us ask it for the roadmap for my first week. Synthesize all the political friction, immediate technical blockers for Project Crystal Ball, and the strict phase 1, phase 2 deployment guardrails into a single, highly condensed one-page executive summary. I will use this as my roadmap for my first week. And it comes up with a roadmap for my first week. Now let us say I want to understand the critical path for Project Crystal Ball. So I'll ask it for a visual dependency map of the Project Crystal Ball architecture. So it is generating the infographic. So the infographic is ready. Let's open it. So it summarizes the critical path in one-page document, and it also tells what all stages are actually blocked right now. This is amazing. Now the last thing in this use case we are going to do is basically getting the KT or knowledge transfer beforehand. So we will go to audio overview and provide this prompt. Act as two senior engineers debriefing me before my first day. Discuss the tension between marketing's August deadline and engineering's Kafka Redis bottlenecks. Debate whether the real-time recommendation engine is actually salvageable by August or not, and then generate. So the audio is ready.
Usually when you start a new job, your first day is really all about just figuring out where the coffee.
But not you.
No, definitely not you. You start on Monday as the incoming lead AI engineer.
So you can play it in regular mode, or if you want to join the discussion with them, you can just play the audio in interactive mode and even ask the question if you have any. Now that was all about this particular use case. Now let us move on to the next use case, which is Thought Leadership Factory for content generation. So if you want to build a brand on LinkedIn or a personal blog, but lack the time to write, use your own research as the fuel. So go to NotebookLM and put the topic of your interest. And if you have access to Pro, use deep research, otherwise fast research is also fine. So let's search, and it will return you very high quality resources from the web. So it has got the high quality sources from the web. Now let us import all of them. Now once they are imported, go to video overview and then provide this prompt. Use the cinematic video output powered by VO3 to create a high fidelity 60-second explainer clip of the research findings ready to post as a reel or LinkedIn video. So let's generate. So the video is ready. Let's play it.
Corporate environmental, social, and governance, or ESG, reports are often filled with polished imagery and promises of sustainability. But out in the physical world, where thousands of cargo ships and trucks move goods across the oceans,
See how amazing it is. So your cinematic style ready to post video is ready. In similar style, you can also generate blogs and then post them on LinkedIn or any of the social media platform. Now let us move on to the next use case, which is technical upskill accelerator. So when a new framework or a software is dropped on your desk and you need to be an expert by Monday, NotebookLM comes for your rescue. Now let us say I want to learn LangGraph, which is AI agent framework, but I don't have enough time to learn it. So what I will do, I'll go to NotebookLM, I'll go to add sources. So what I can do, I can actually add official documentation, some good YouTube videos, some GitHub readmes, and then insert them. If you don't have the link to them directly, you can actually ask the web over here. Just look for LangGraph and then use fast research or deep research, and it will give you very high quality resources. So all of them have been imported. Now I can ask it to generate a step-by-step tutorial. Looks like it is complete. So I give it a very poor prompt that just generate step-by-step tutorial. I can actually be more elaborative that what is my level of expertise when it comes to LangGraph. I can ask it to explain like I am a complete newbie. I can also utilize infographics or mind map or slide deck or even video overview for faster learning. And then I can use quiz or flashcard to test my knowledge. Now the next use case is the deadline guardian for project management, where you can use NotebookLM to turn chaotic meeting notes and messy threads into strict automated schedule. All you need to do is upload Zoom meeting transcripts and project's tactical specifications. So again, click on add sources, upload files, select the files and upload them. So technical specification and Zoom meeting transcript files have been uploaded. Now I can go to data table and give it a prompt. Extract every action item, assign a responsible person, and determine a realistic deadline based on our discussion. So the data table is ready. Let's have a look at it. Let me maximize it. So it has got action items discussed in the meeting and also mentioned in the technical specifications. Who are the responsible persons? What is the status, dependency, and the potential deadline? Isn't it so amazing? Let's close this. And I think you can also use the mind map. Let's see what it generates. Let's open it. Smart Agent LLM returns portal. So the project is divided into system architecture, project components, timeline deadlines, blockers, and constraints. Let's see what are the blockers. Legal sign-off, on-prompt guardrails, JSON payload, structure definition, corrupt ticket formatting. And let's check the system architecture as well. Front-end interception, Shopify API integration, reg pipeline and all. This is awesome. Now I think by bringing these two outputs to your next stand-up, you immediately transform from a new hire trying to catch up into a lead engineer dictating the flow of the entire project. So now let us move on to our next use case, which is the second brain for professional networking, where we will master the warm outreach by never forgetting the details about your connection. And let's say you got the opportunity to meet a senior guy or a big shot in your industry, and you want to understand the person really well to have a meaningful conversation or make your very good first impression, then NotebookLM is your best bet. So you need to upload the blog post or LinkedIn profile of the person that you are going to meet. So click on Add Sources, Upload Files, and I have got access to blog post, LinkedIn export, Substack, and transcript coffee chat of Elena. Elena is the person who I am going to meet. So I'll just open all of them. So all the files have been successfully imported. So to know more about the person, I will ask it what are the 3 non-obvious things this person cares about based on their recent posts. So it has responded with the non-obvious things that this person cares about, and it is very useful for me to have a very meaningful conversation with the person. Now let me prompt one more question to NotebookLM to understand Elena's frustration and how I can prove my value to her. So act as my executive briefing team. I have a critical network lunch with Elena Rostova today. I am a lead AI engineer socializing in cross-functional workflows and compliance. Discuss Elena's background but focus heavily on her current frustration with slower delivery of AI projects. Debate how I should naturally bring up my experience to instantly prove my value to her. Now it clearly provides first her background and core philosophy from the documents that I had provided to it, and also current frustrations and project bottlenecks, and strategy debate where I can prove my value to her. Amazing. So either you can go through the text, or if you want to convert it into audio overview where 2 AI hosts discuss it, and you also want to join the discussion, you can go ahead with the audio overview functionality. So that is it. NotebookLM isn't just a tool for students to summarize PDFs. When you use the studio panel and these specific prompts, it becomes your personal mentor, your toughest mock interviewer, and the absolute best secret weapon that you have for your next promotion. So the use cases are endless. Let me know in the comments how you are going to use NotebookLM in your day-to-day job. If this video changed the way how you look at AI, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss the next deep dive. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.